Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. They come in after a loss last time out, but they've still been in good form, winners of 6 of their last 8. Meanwhile, for the Lions here, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This will be taken short. So here are the Lions now backed up for their first drive. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
First time with Johnson. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Came out in a power set, but that only served to put more men in the box. And guess what? If you're going to do that, you've got to win up front, right? Your offensive guys have got to beat the defenders. They lost all leverage on that play.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety. So how's that for an interesting way to start this ball game?
First drive of the game and you go backwards all the way into your own end zone?
Guess it kind of makes you wonder what else we might have in store here in this one. After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Here we go.
Automatic first down.
Let's go now. Let's go now. Let's go now. 15 lining. 15 lining.
Throwing on first down. Kirk able to get away, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Back to throw. Kirk buying time to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
The sack on first down took him out of a traditional running play and put him in a passing situation, but didn't stop him from running anyway, did it?
No, I was surprised when he took off. I thought, oh, he's got some space. He might pick up 5, 6, 7 yards. He goes all the way and picks up the first. Off play action. Kirk. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw again. Kirk. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top two options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken very short.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
And Detroit getting set to go now. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 18. Out of the gun, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Stafford. And Stafford's going to be taken down. That's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Taking it about the 16. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there and a Niner first. He's settling in nicely here in the first quarter running the football. Remember, he already has the touchdown run.
And you can feel the vibe, can't you? He's in unison with his offensive front. They are in concert together. So if you're flipping over to the other side of the line of scrimmage, they've got to be more physical and handle some of these gaps that have been created.
They'll roll him out right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Derek Kindred there to get a hand on that one.
Let's go, let's go, let's
So now
go.
2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Kirk. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
That's right. You're train tracks, baby. Get off the train tracks.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now let's look at the quarterback, Matthew Stafford, in our player spotlight. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. Here's Stafford. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The intended target, T.J. Hawkinson, but it's going to be 2nd down. And now the offense for Detroit.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the 2 guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves.
And can you believe it? It's a 2nd safety in this ball game. And this defense continues to dominate. How about 2 safeties in one game here?
You don't even put that on your goal sheet. This is something that results when you're playing really well on defense and the offense has nowhere to go with the football. Dominating performance.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. And an alley to run.
Come on now, let's go.
Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They run with Breida. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. That's caught at the 25. A big play there for the Niners. 41 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. They tried something out of the bag of tricks, but it's incomplete and now 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. He's showing the different ways he can hit you in this first quarter. One rushing, one receiving touchdown.
He's showing us he's not just a stereotype, isn't he? Not just a guy who carries the ball out of the backfield, can get out into space, make plays with his hands downfield. That's a pretty good combination right there.
Defensively, you'd prefer to be going against the stereotype, wouldn't you?
At least you know where he is, right? That gives you a chance to get more people to him and get him on the ground.
Bullock good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here. So out now come the Lions. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 13. Throwing is Stafford. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. A look now at the defensive starting lineup for the 49ers. This crew against the pass, it's been a real struggle. Second from the bottom in the NFL, number 31.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. And his throw is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage. Well, that's a perfect example of how he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's game. He is just all around the football right now, isn't he?
That he is, and it's funny because I talked with the coaching staff about drills that they do in practice, and one of them is called matching hands. And as soon as that hand is launched by the quarterback, you throw up the opposite hand and match that hand with the QB, and oftentimes you're able to knock it away, as we just saw there.
First down, Lions.
Stafford on first down. That's complete to Nauta, the tight end. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Stafford now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. On the return is Pettis. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Here we go. 50. Plant.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Dancing to his left. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Smith here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
How many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 23 yards, the final tally.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a play fake here on 1st down. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. In last week's game for Kittle, there are the numbers. 4 catches, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
And he now has 8 touchdowns on the season, and I just know this. He's going to be so eager to run routes in this one.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Matt Breida doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And a pair of rushing touchdowns now for him in the 1st quarter.
And I'm liking what I'm seeing from his big guys up front because they're winning the leverage game. How many times we talk about low man wins, right? Move the defensive front aside, create those gaps and holes. He's found his way through them for 2 touchdowns.
And after both of those touchdowns, he went right up to that O-line and hit each of them on the helmet. He recognized it.
That's a smart man. You know what else he should do? If this continues, take them all to dinner.
Extra point up and good by Bullock. And the route is on here in this 1st half. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Typically down to the 1st half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, 1st half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
The numbers for Johnson in last week's game, 20 carries, 78 yards.
And as we discovered in talking with the coaching staff prior to the game, going up against a team that struggled against the run has only emboldened them to run the football more. I expect 40 to 50 carries in this game.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and that'll make it 3rd down. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way, then you got to find a way to get back in sync.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
It's just me and you.
Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a Lion 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call. and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Stafford gives to Johnson on the draw. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Shrugs him off.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Set. Blue 60. Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Let's bring it.
On 1st down, it's Stafford. And down he goes. The 49ers get there.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun. Stafford. Dumping it off for Johnson. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. Out there now, the lefty Tavecchio for the Falcon field goal. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. The kick by Tavecchio is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
We got this.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
We got three. Let's go.
Back to the air on second down. Kirk, he'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. On first and 10, Kirk, and he fires one incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. On second down, a run with Breida. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. On third down, Kirk. Sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line.
It was 3rd and long, so he had to figure that the defense would be coming with extra pressure. Found a way to get away. He couldn't see the imaginary yellow line on the field, but he knew exactly where it was and found his way there for a first down.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. On first down, here's Breida. And an alley to run. Past the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida on his way to a historic performance. 4 first-half touchdowns as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And the lead will grow by 1 more. So that drive, 6 plays, 75 yards. And it was Matt Breida who had the touchdown run to put an end to it. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. There's Dante Pettis as his guys head back out onto the field. Second quarter, a guy like him, no catches, so that's the surprising part. But they're winning, so maybe they've been able to do some other things effectively, I guess.
And they found other ways, haven't they? Because the receivers would tell you, offense needs to run through us. But they're managing to get it done in this ball game without having to actually do that. I wouldn't expect them to stay silent for the rest of the game, though.
Yeah, you got to think that his first catch is coming at some point.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Kirk. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Agnew now to return. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Lions will take over. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Stafford. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fisher. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
Let's go.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Double dog. That's the way.
They'll run it with Johnson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's it, baby.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6.
Check 52 the line. Check 52 the line.
On 3rd down, boom. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
second down, McKinnon. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there.
Set. 60 Pittsburgh. I got it. Ready.
On 1st down, Kirk. Open man is Samuel. Complete. 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Kirk. And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis, touchdown number 15 on the year, as his guys continue to pour it on. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Now Bullock to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field.
And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Open man is Galladay, complete. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end, Hockenson. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Tavecchio puts this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll start in the NFC West. 2 teams that played to a 6-6 tie a few years back. Arizona hosting Seattle. And it's the Cardinals who have the lead as they play the second quarter. The Cardinals trying to hold on and claim victory. From there, we'll head east to check on the Panthers at home at Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. And in that one, it's the visiting Dolphins who are out in front. Albert Wilson, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, we head to the City of Angels to check on the Rams at home in L.A. And they trail the visiting Green Bay Packers as that one's gone to halftime. Aaron Rodgers with 2 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one for the call of the second half. Let's get the commentating team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, and it's third down. Off play action. Kirk completes it to Samuel. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go, D. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Kirk. And now he's going to use his legs. And he coughed it up. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. Fights through, and now a crease. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are in for 6. We were just saying off-air during halftime, could they mount a comeback, and how would it start? Well, it started in a hurry.
Yeah, they have to get back into the game, right? So if you're going to do that, you think to yourself, we need points right here on the opening drive. But even in their best game plan, did they expect it to be a one-play drive and put the points on the board? Probably not.
No, probably not, but they got it in a big way. Tavecchio good on the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
That's what he's done here in this one so far.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So 2nd in inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, Kirk. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. On 2nd down now, McKinnon. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They go counter with Breida. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
Operating from the gun, Kirk, and he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
51, Mike 51. Get that quarterback, D-line. Ready. D-line, get that quarterback.
Delay of game, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still third down.
And the delay of game penalty makes this much more difficult. 3rd and 8. From the gun, Kirk. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Here comes the 49ers punter now as he's on to kick it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Lions. 46 yards. Now look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in a cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for Johnson. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
Watch the slip.
From the 24, Stafford, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, Detroit.
From the red zone now, Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Marvin Jones, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
The lefty Tavecchio now to add the extra point. And that'll cut the lead back now to 21. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And right now, probably just one thing in his mind. It's getting back to the hot start because he's really faded.
And ordinarily when that happens, the quarterback, as you know, is usually the leader of the squad. Now there's probably a silent camaraderie that comes around him saying, hey, guess what? We got you. Don't worry about it. Let's go, big fella. Because they know more times than not, he tends to pick things up, and they tend to play well.
A throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. On third down, McKinnon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was third and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. Kirk escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Off the play fake. Kirk over the middle to Kittle. Complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Nice play call. A little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deebo Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Here's Bullock now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Back out is Matthew Stafford in the Lions offense. What can they do now, Charles, to make sure this highlight montage doesn't continue to show more pressure and pressure and pressure?
You feel like it always comes back to leverage, don't you? Who is going to win that battle of the offensive and defensive lines? Low man wins. We talk about that, but we think about it in a running game. Well, guess what? The same thing happens when you're trying to pass protect. Are you low? Are you balanced? Are you in a position where the pass rush won't bowl you over on their way back to the quarterback? They've got to reestablish that in order to try and keep their man upright.
Because they have been bowled over a lot so far in this one. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reining in NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. I think you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Hey, check.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And that will be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run from Breida. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. And it's taken in at the 9. And they're going to have very poor field position as he's out of bounds at his 7-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From his own goal line, Stafford. He'll find a man over the middle. It's Galladay. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now here in Santa Clara. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Stafford now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Stafford. And it's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10. Once again from the 28. To throw again. Stafford. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The Lions on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing again is Stafford. Screenplay, Johnson. They find some open field here. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense, and it worked very well there for a first down.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To the air again, Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Again, it's Stafford. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Hockenson. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Stafford, and that's complete to Jesse James. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hockenson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Set, 180. In your face. 49, check 49, check 49.
Single.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. Stafford. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. T.J. Hockenson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. So they go play action, 3 tight ends out there in the heavy set.
Well, they showed everything that suggested running play. Just what you mentioned, 3 tight ends, heavy formation, able to go play action off of it because if you're a defender, you're thinking it's a running play with that much beef on the field.
But they passed it, and they got 6 out of it. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that will get them 1 closer. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is taken at his 4. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 for the Niners there and a first down.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. This is Breida. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. The Niners on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's fourth.
He has just not had his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Here comes the 49ers punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Stafford, complete to Jones. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
Great change up there on the route and got that inside release, made it a successful pitch and catch.
But the first thing you want to do is have him thinking that you're going outside, make a move in that direction. Then you really don't run the route against the whole body of the defender. You run against a half of him, and the inside half, and he took it right across his face, got inside, and won that route in a big way.
On first down, Stafford here. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And give him 9 yards on the 2nd down screen play.
The Lions on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Now Stafford. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Stafford looks to throw again. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10, Stafford again. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 28.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And his throw here's incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw again. Stafford. This complete to Jones. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. His throw incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Stafford. Galladay's got it, and the Lions have a touchdown. Kenny Galladay, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Lions are able to cut into this lead. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12.
Next to score, Niners 48.
A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Tavecchio. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Here's Breida. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw on second down, Kirk. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. To throw on third down, Kirk. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Breida. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They run again with Breida. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Back to throw. Kirk. And able to haul it in is Kittle. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Well, clear running situation. Trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On first down now, run with McKinnon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Here we go.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
and looks like he'll throw here. And that is incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Kirk. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They run it with McKinnon. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And the Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Bullock's kick is good. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So he splits the uprights and has to be a nice feeling. Right when it left his foot, knew it was good.
Yeah, just like a good three-point shooter in basketball, right? Release the ball, fall back on defense without even looking. You know it's going in the hoop.
After the field goal now, it's Bullock to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go!
So Stafford and the Lions now down by 15. Less than 90 seconds to go. Now their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. On first down, it's Stafford. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Let's go now, let's go.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards on the play. Caught by Jones. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Stafford. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time. And on that last play, and this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, so they got the score. Do you go for 1 here and save the possible 2-point conversion for later?
I think you do, because if you go for 2 here and you don't get it, that's deflation.
Yeah.
Now you wonder why you're even going for it. Take the easy one now and come back and try and get it later.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. So that drive spanned 5 plays. So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Throwing to start the drive. Kirk, flush to his right. He'll run it. Pushing his way through. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Kirk. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2.
Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for San Francisco, they continue to make their case for the playoffs as they move to 9-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL.